Hey guys, how's it going? A couple days ago I did a video about unboxing of this kit. This is the Alloy USA differential permanent lock kit, and I was going to install it over the weekend, and that didn't end up happening. So the question that maybe I'm going to hope to help answer for you is, should you buy this kit? And the answer for that is a very strong maybe. So let me explain a little bit here. Let me open this up. So this kit, it makes it so it permanently locks the central axle disconnect and makes it so your four-wheel drive will work. So yeah, so in theory this is the kit that's meant for my truck. All I had to do was uninstall the old housing and remove the fork, and then basically attach the fork to this new kit and install it. If you have all the right tools and you have all the right things, then you could probably do this installation in about 30 minutes. I didn't have all the right tools. My jack didn't really work all that great for the truck. Would definitely need a bigger jack to make it easier. So that took a while in and of itself, just trying to figure out how to jack it up enough to get some stands underneath it. And yeah, so I had a bunch of issues, and most of that was just related to the equipment that I had and nothing to do excuse me, with this kit. So I was going and I had removed the housing off the four-wheel drive, and then I was installing the fork onto the new kit. And you know, you screw it on the end, and then you insert the rod, and then you put the fork on the rod. Well, when I went to install the fork onto the rod, it didn't fit. So the rod is actually too big for the hole that it was meant to go through. And I did notice that somebody else on Amazon had that same issue. They ended up drilling out the fork, the hole in the fork, and sanding down the rod just to make it so it would fit. And so I sanded down the rod a little bit, and I got it in there, and it just got stuck, and I couldn't get it out. So I went to the store to try to get some things that I could use to kind of help make it work. And so I got like a kit to sand down the rod, and I was going to like drill out the hole and everything like that. And when I went to pull the thing out, it was just so tight on there I couldn't get it out. So I was pulling as hard as I could and ended up snapping this rod. So you can see that the lines here are where the E-clips go, and it snapped right at one of the other ones. So it sat like this, and it just snapped off. So at that point, it was toast. There's nothing I could do. It's broken. So I ended up having to drill out. I don't know if you can see this, but I ended up having to drill out the center of the rod in order to be able to get it to loosen up, and so I could actually get it out. So this kit is now worthless because it's broken, and I am returning it to get a refund because it is broken and shouldn't have broken during the installation. Now, does this mean that you shouldn't get this kit? If I would recommend it, I would say no, probably, because it's not pulling it apart ripped this rod. So this obviously isn't the highest quality metal. But I think it would work, and if you get into the situation where you're installing it and this rod is too big, if you just take the time and sand it down and like drill the hole bigger, If you're just meaning to permanently lock your differential, or not the differential, but the central axle disconnect, then I think this will work just great. It'll just take a little bit of modification. But if you're not able to kind of do that or anything like that, then I definitely would recommend not doing it. And yeah, so it kind of depends. Like, I think it'll work if you can make it work. But as far as it just being bolted in and everything just fits perfectly as it's supposed to be, no. Definitely takes some modification. So hopefully that helps some of you guys out there, and hopefully you don't have to go through what I did. And it was really annoying. 30-minute job ended up taking me like 6 hours. So like I said, a lot of that with my own tools and equipment. So, but this definitely didn't speed up the process. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.